Hi guys, and welcome back to the Jedi Knight of the Woods channel. It's Paul here. I'd like to thank you very much for stopping by for another video. This one is kind of being shot in a roundabout way in terms of timing. What I wanted to do was to do my first load of videos around the kit that I carry on a regular basis. First of all, apologies if there's any glare into the camera here. I'm doing this outside on a sort of spur of the moment basis, so timing's not absolutely perfect. I was hoping to upload a ton of videos on the kit that I carry first of all, prior to a week's vacation in North Wales around Bushcraft in Snowdonia National Park. So I was hoping to get all those videos done first. So show you the kit up close and personal, and then give you an idea of what I'd be taking along on this particular trip. Now, this is not a full-on bushcrafting week. It's a week's holiday away from my normal 9-to-5 job with the wife. We're basing ourselves in a little cottage just outside Bushcraft. Great little place, and I'll do a video around the cottage as well, just in case anybody's interested. But this one is really to go through the kit that I'm going to be taking on a daily basis. And apologies as well if there's a lot of wind noise on this. I guess I won't know until I try and upload the video. But I'm having a lot of problems, as I said before, on uploading these videos. Some of them are just crashing out on me. So this is not, a comprehensive bushcrafting kit by any stretch of the imagination. So what we're going to be doing is spending a lot of time driving around to different parts of the Snowdonia National Park, getting out, taking the dog for nice long walks, sort of 7, 8, 9, 10 miles at a time, deep into the forest and other woodland and mountainous sort of areas. So this is really some kit that I'm going to be taking with me on a daily basis, and it's all going to be packing down into this sack that you can see on the left hand side. This is quite a common one that I carry for day hikes. You'll notice that there are certain bits of kit that are missing. I am not taking bed rolls, I'm not taking woolen blankets, so on and so forth. But what I am doing here is I'm putting a kit together that I can take out on a daily basis, that, should we get into any trouble, and really the only trouble I'm expecting is inclement weather. If there's any problems with the weather, then I'm hoping I've covered a few bases here. So I'll go through the kit that I've got, I'll pack it back into the sack, and you can see what I've got. This includes stuff that I'm going to carry on my person as well. One thing I can see immediately that I haven't put out on the table there is a couple of the thermos flasks. You'll probably have seen my black BCB thermos flask that was in my EDC 3 video around the EDC bag. That's in the wash at the moment. I'm just cleaning that out from today's coffee, so we'll get that loaded in the pack as well as my wife's as well. So let's have a start, guys. I'll run through this pretty quickly and put it all back in there. There's some stuff here that is not going to be accepted in a public place, so this really is just what I'm going to be carrying when I'm out in the forestry areas, and I've got a very good reason for doing it. So go through the kit and I'll show you what's going to be on my person as well. So first things first, we'll go into the tools section first of all, and I'll show you the backpack. This is a bit more of a close-up on the backpack. Let's turn the screen around so I can see what I'm doing. A bit more of a close-up for you on the backpack. It's a 30-litre pack, so it's quite a good size. Had this one for years and years. It's the one that's got built-in rocket packs on the side there. They're not removable. Not too fussed about that. But first things first to go in there are going to be the tools. So I'm taking my folding saw. I have my fixed blade Mora knife with the clip sheath. You've probably seen this one. I've been able to upload a cutting videos tool to YouTube. So that's the fixed blade knife that I'm going to take, and that's going to be in the bottom there as well. Then I've got my survival kit. You probably won't see this one up yet, unfortunately, but there is a video on this one. So that's a fully comprehensive survival kit. Hopefully you can have a look at the video and see what I've got in there. I'm taking along a fire kit. There's a lot of tinder in there, as well as a couple of methods for lighting fires, and I'll show you what I've got in there on another video already recorded, so hopefully you can get on when I can get that uploaded. Then I've got a very comprehensive first aid kit. This is the kit that I'll put if there's more than one person going to be out with me, so this is for me and my wife's purpose. Black rubble sack attached to the back there, so that go in there as well. And then I have 50 feet of paracord all hacked up, ready to go in the bottom as well. So really that's in a pocket that's kind of out the way. Nobody's even going to really notice it's there. Nobody's going to question what I might have in the bottom there. But that's basically my survival tools. If we find that we're in inclement weather, I've got the tools necessary to very quickly build a shelter or enable me to put a shelter up. So that's that. Then into the side pouches I have done a video on this hobo stove and hobo kit that I've got. Just to show you again, there's the stainless steel Tatonka cup, there's a Guyatt design bottle, there's a hobo stove there as well. So that all fits down nicely into the pack. And actually the first thing that will go in on that side, what I've got there are just some extra straps to put onto the pack if needed, you know, to put coats and tops if the weather gets a bit warm. Will go in the bottom of that side. That will be full up with water, so I'll have over a litre of water in that bottle for when we go out. Zip that up. I've got just 2 bits of paracord on the top there, a slight bit of a gap. All I do, just as a slight locking mechanism, it's never going to hold tight, you know, if I fall down a mountain or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'll just put that through there, and that's a little bit of a locking mechanism, stops the 2 zips coming apart and losing anything. So on the other side, I'm just balancing that out with, I need to fill this up, but that's going to be 2 litres of water in there, mainly for the dog to have a drink really. I mean, I'm going to have a litre and a half in there. I've got a coffee in my thermos as well. That's really for the dog to drink, make sure the dog doesn't get dehydrated. So that fits in there just about. It doesn't quite cover the top, but what the heck. And again, I'll just put those 2 bits of paracord through there like that, and that essentially locks that together. So in the bottom of the pack, let's just stick my poncho. That's the army issue poncho. That will be used for shelter purposes if we really need to get out some driving rain and freezing winds. That will be used as our shelter mechanism. I have got a mylar blanket in there. I've got a poncho for the wife as well, which is in this little black one back pouch here. So I've got 2 ponchos, one for a ground sheet, one for the main shelter. I've got a mylar blanket if we need it. I've got fire making tools there. I'm all set. So let's get those in. And they're right at the bottom. And the other thing we've got is, I always take this along, it's a collapsible dog bowl. I've got some food that I'll be putting in for myself and my wife as well, but also some dog food in there. So just in case we happen to be out for 24 hours, dog's not going to suffer, we've got some dog food. Look after the pets, you know. So the next thing that is going to go in the top here, I've got a top pouch in there. This is the sundries kit. You may well have seen this one. If you haven't already, then there is a video on this one. This is essentially the supplemental clothing that I'll always keep. So have a look at the video for that one. That goes in the top, easily accessible. And also force that down in there. It's a perfect ready-made size for it. Once I get that over there. There we go, that's in there. Then the next thing is going to be an old ice cream tub. That's going to be for the food. I'll probably put a couple of sandwiches in there, just something we can eat for a 12 to 24 hour period if we need be. A few granola bars like the Nature Valley style, maybe small pieces of fruit, that sort of thing. But that will be basically food for the 2 of us. It's not a great deal, guys, but it's just to keep us going. That's in there as well. So I'll put that sack to the side. Moving on to these bits here. This will be this is the Maxpedition mini roly-poly dump pouch. That will go on my belt, and I'll probably put my coffee in there once I've opened it. You know, good easy access to it. You've seen these things before. I won't do a full review on it, but once that's sitting on my belt, nice and easy to open. I've got my BCB flask that will go in there nicely, as well as the little cup, and off we go. So my wife will have her thermos style flask as well, with a nice hot coffee in there. So that's that. That goes on the belt. There is the Maxpedition M2 waist pack. That's my camera pouch with a little mini tripod in there if I need it. But as you can see, along with that, I do actually have a gorilla pod, and that's just a small gorilla pod. I think it takes up to something like 225 ounces or whatever. That's going to be used for doing a bit of filming while we're out. Then on top of that, you've seen these in my EDC video. I've just got my money carry on me, and that will always stay with me whatever happens. New phone, I think this is, over and above the one that you've seen before. This is the BlackBerry Torch. Then on my belt as well, we'll be riding this kit. First of all, this is just a large pouch from Haney Hayes, Velcro opening. It will ride upwards like this on a vertical carry. It's just a single hook and loop Velcro closure. But what I have got in there just in case, is my fire steel. I've got a whistle attached to it, and I also have my EDC, so I can take this around town if I need to, if we jump out the car, whatever. I've got the trusty Victorinox Huntsman. And these 3 items, I wouldn't call it a survival kit as such, but I've got signalling, I've got fire making, and I've got a blade if I need it, and that will all go on my pouch, on my belt as well. If I happen to lose my pack, if I happen to lose everything else, I've got a blade, I've got an awl, I've got a corkscrew, I've got another blade, I've got scissors, I've got fire making ability there. I'd have to go and find my own tinder, admittedly, but you know, we're resourceful on that front. That's another little pouch that will stay with me. This one here will go on my belt as well. Now this is just some, I wouldn't call it a possibles pouch as such, but they're things that I'm going to need to have readily access to. First of all, it's a compass. I will be having a good topographical map of the regions that we visit, so I'll be using that to find my way. For general direction finding, I've got a little watch compass, and you know, other means. I have in here my that's a lead lenser P3 flashlight. That is really the only flashlight I'm going to be taking with me, guys. Maybe I need to sort of double up on that one. 2 is 1, 1 is none and all that, but I'm not expecting to be out after dark, so you know, that's just in case. There's a fresh battery in there, and I will be carrying a spare around my neck as well. Also in there I've got a lighter, that's a gas turbo lighter, and I've also got the hand wash, so I've got some you know, fire making capability there, some cleanliness, and that's just going in a little pouch on my belt as well. Pretty inconspicuous. It's just again a hook and loop Velcro closure, and all those things, if needs be. I have a spare X-Bed dry bag. This is the small version. Everything in here can go into this X-Bed dry bag if necessary. If we are getting really pelted with rain, if the weather really is inclement and I'm in so much trouble that I need to keep absolutely everything dry apart from myself, because there's no way of getting around it, and everything folds down into this X-Bed dry bag. Will quite easily sit in there. And guys, there we have it. Do the buckles up. I haven't even weighed this thing. I'm not going to bother. If I can't carry this around for a couple of hours, then I've got to seriously do some wiring, you know what I mean? So there you have it, guys. I'm sure there'll be some maybe some pointers as what else I could put in there, but I've covered water, I've covered food, I've got protection from the elements, covered fire making if I need it. It's a pretty basic kit, but I think it'll do the job. Also, the other thing I'm carrying around with me just while I'm out and about is this little Rough Rider canoe knife. This is a sort of medium version. That's just a simple stainless steel 2-blade option, and that goes in my pocket all the time anyway. I won't take it down the pub or whatever, but you know, that's just an everyday carry that I'm carrying around with me at the moment. So there you go, guys. Subscriptions always welcome. Questions and comments would be great. Positive criticism, wonderful. Negative comments will be ignored or deleted. Thanks, guys. Look forward to the next video.